It's been quite a while since I had put a video out. You know, a lot of stuff has been going on. I think both my wife and I had got, you know, whatever they say is COVID or whatever. You know, and, you know, I hear some people say it doesn't exist. You know, they haven't, whatever, I don't know the details of the medical stuff. You know, I have to really read up on it in order to get, you know, a more professional response. But just a lot of people say it doesn't exist, and, you know, I don't know about that. You know, I'd have to really read up on it. But what they call COVID is apparently what my wife and I got. It's like I couldn't smell, but I could still taste. I mean, I would spit up phlegm, and I heard that, you know, if you have that, you know, that a lot of people have a dry cough. Well, I didn't. You know, I had a fever starting out. You know, I remember I was like, I don't know what my temperature was, but it was like 85 degrees from the heater in our house. So that didn't help matters. So, you know, it's very easy for fear to come in. You know, I'll get to the point of what I'm talking about, you know, in this video, and it has nothing to do about me being sick or anything. It's just an update. But my fever was high, so I took ibuprofen. I was taking, what was it? I can't really remember the name of it. It's like, it's in a packet, you dump it in, and it's supposed to help fight, like, you know, chest congestion and stuff like that. So I was taking that regularly, you know, every 4 to 6 hours, and it helped with that. I didn't have no body aches or anything. I heard that it's different for people, and I also had read that if you have a O blood type, that you're not going to really feel the effects of, you know, COVID. But I was remembering a video on a friend of mine who went to the you know, they had problems breathing, and they were taking budesonide treatments to help breathe better. So they had no choice but to go into the hospital, and there was I'll show you the link of that, you know, what he went through, and his wife fought for him. And, you know, she was by his side and fighting the protocols in the hospital that were trying to kill him. They were trying to give him remdesivir and trying to put him on a ventilator. And she said no to all that. And when you're having problems breathing, you know, that's something that your head is foggy. You really can't think clearly. So you really have to have somebody fighting for you. So you have to have, once you get in the hospital, if you have COVID, you print out, you know, what they usually that you have to sign. You got to watch what you got to sign. But they had it printed out, and they said no to remdesivir, no to the ventilator. And they requested ivermectin. And, of course, that goes against their protocol. And they said that, you know, the nurses and the staff got all snippy. You know, because they're getting paid for somebody to get on a ventilator. The hospital gets paid. So I was afraid after watching that. And you know, God doesn't want us to be afraid. And sometimes we can make our fear bigger than, you know, God. And so I was watching the video of what they went through, and, you know, I really wanted to protect myself. So from them, I got, you know, some of their ivermectin, and I was taking it for 5 days. Just in case, because I didn't want issues with my breathing, you know, because I do have asthma. And so I was taking that for 5 days, and I felt like the whole COVID thing passed. You know, I got my smell back and stuff like that. So that's what went on for the longest time. So now I'm dealing with, you know, a constant, like, chest cold that just keeps coming back. I don't know if it's, like, I don't know if it's allergies or whatever it is, but the doctor wants me to see a pulmonary specialist. So, that's what's been going on. But the reason for this video really is I wanted to share, I'm a fan of Karate Kid movies. I love Cobra Kai. And, I was just talking with a friend this morning about, he works for Amazon as a delivery driver. And it seems like it's going great for him. And he was talking about paid time off. So I was just telling him about, my experience, with jobs in the past. Sometimes I wasn't, I didn't have integrity. I would call out when I wasn't supposed to. And I realized, I was young then. And that was what they would call pilfering, which wasn't honest in God's eyes. So that would be the stopping point. I wouldn't call anymore. If I didn't feel like going in, I would just keep going in. But, eventually I got bored with just these mediocre jobs. I wanted something that was fulfilling, and that's what graphic design, I had interest in that. It's something I wanted to do. But I was telling my friend that, it's not easy when you have an associate's degree and people choose bachelor's over you. And, I don't have the option of going back to school. I am not going to relearn everything, and work towards a bachelor's. I can't go in with my associate's degree because the college that I went to is under. I guess those credits aren't acceptable anymore. And I've tried all the options of going back to the community college. I have to relearn everything for a bachelor's degree, and I'm not about to do that. I can't do that with a son and, just everything that's going on. So it's not an option. But I enjoy graphic design. I enjoy making business cards for people. I enjoy being creative. I enjoy thinking about what kind of design that I can do for somebody. And I haven't done it in a while. I've been writing my book and stuff like that. But I was just sharing with a friend about, there was in season 4 of Cobra Kai, Samantha LaRusso, Daniel LaRusso's daughter, was like criticizing Johnny about, the mistakes that he's made. And, he doesn't, I think she said he more or less doesn't have a real job. And, he's drinks and stuff like that. And he set her straight. He was like, you know what? I am doing what I enjoy doing. I am teaching kids self-defense and helping them to feel better about themselves. And I think his response shocked her. I guess she didn't expect that. And it's true. Who wants to work a dead-end job every single day? You have no life whatsoever in it. Why not do something that you really enjoy? And that's, to me, that's what graphic design is. And me writing these books for God, that's me being creative. I can't say, grammatically that I am the best writer. I don't speak very well. But as long as I get my point across to people, to me, that's all that matters, So I enjoy doing graphic design. And if you don't know what it is that you want to do, find out, what interests you. Find an occupation that interests you. Something that you can go to every day, that you can put your effort in and your time in. For me, graphics, I always loved art. Graphics is something that really sparked my interest. And it is something that I could do every day because it allows me to be creative. So, I just wanted to share that with you. That part in Cobra Kai really spoke to me. And, I think a lot of people tend to go to their jobs every day and are just, they have no enjoyment. I mean, who enjoys going to a dead-end job that you have no enjoyment in? And it really takes a lot of oomph to get up and go and do it. So really, I would just say, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, try to find something that would, interest you. I'm sure there's plenty of information out there that would really help you to know what you want to do, and really bring a spark back into, you going to your job every day. But, I just wanted to end it here. I wanted to share that part with Cobra Kai with you. I thought it was really important. And it's something that, a lot of people tend to forget, or really don't know. So, thanks for taking the time to watch.